Alright, welcome back everybody. So I was asked to do a how to counter Vulcan. Now hopefully I won't get disturbed when trying to record this. It's like people on the motorcycles just chilling outside my house, and that got picked up on the mic sadly. So let's see if we can do this quick and easy. So countering Vulcan. Now we all know Vulcan does a lot of burst damage, and more so he has this infamous meatball that, you know, just chunks people for days, and then also CCs you. So items itself on countering Vulcan, there are a few items that you can use, more so actives, but there's no real way to counter Vulcan besides getting Magi's Blessings for the knockups on his 3. I mean, other than that, you can just build tanky, just bruiser or whatever, magical defense. That's the only other way. Now, as far as actives, what you can do, more so for his ulti, is buying Aegis. As he just picked up now. If you're a slow god, not agile or whatever, or you're in a team fight and you have no chance to get out of the area of his ulti, buy Aegis Pendant. That's going to help you out, and, you know, prevents taking damage, and you're good to go as far as that. I mean, you can blink out of it if you want to, because the Aegis Amulet, the cooldown in Aegis is much greater than his ulti, so there's that. Now, before I get to his abilities, next, also check up on what Vulcan is building. Most Vulcans, what they should do is build penetration, because penetration, it also goes in the factor of your turret. So your turret also gains the penetration. So don't get, try to avoid that turret. Early game doesn't do that much, but it's more of like the mid to late game where it does hit decently hard. Another thing is watch out for Soul Reavers on Vulcans, because that will hurt you a lot. Especially on his 3 and his ulti. Especially his ulti. You just get wrecked. So yeah, I mean, if you're having a hard time, dodging that ulti, just buy Aegis. Just buy it, and you have a great time with that. Now, Vulcan as a whole, he does great damage or whatever, but he has 0 escapes. He's a prime target for assassins and hunters, more so assassins, because he has no escapes, unless if you want to call this little cheesy backfire an escape. I guess you can call that an escape, but besides that, he has nothing. But when fighting him, don't stand right in front of him, because he's gonna do this wombo combo here. He's gonna drop his huge meatball right on top of him. If you're melee, you're gonna get hit with that. You're gonna take a decent chunk of damage, and you're also gonna get CC'd. And then in that time that you're flying in outer space, whatever, trying to land back down, he's gonna drop his 2, and then as soon as you land or whatever, if he has good aim, he's gonna use his 1. Boom. What his 1 does, if you don't know, it places this target on you. So the Inferno Cannon prioritizes the marked target, and deals 10% more damage to that guy. So if you get hit with this 1, you're gonna have a little circle, orange, red circle on you. Don't get anywhere near that turret, because that turret's gonna focus you, and it's gonna hit 10% harder. So try to get around that turret. Now, destroying his turret, a lot of people actually don't know this. There's actually, I think it's max ranged if you're a ranged god. You can actually kill the turret without it shooting at you. Now, I don't know the exact meters, yards, whatever, in which you can do this, but you experiment with it a couple times, and then you learn it. There's a specific range that you can get within a turret where it will not fire at you, but you can hit it and destroy it. So that way you don't have to waste abilities on that turret. Now, on the topic of the turret, if you are Zeus, Ninja, or Hunbats, you can actually use that turret and have a lot of fun with it. Now, what these gods have in common, they have, you throw something out and it bounces off. The throw a monkey, the monkey flies around and hits multiple targets. Zeus, the chain lightnings, I love doing this when fighting Vulcan as Zeus. You throw your chain lightning and bounces off, because a lot of Vulcans, they like to hang around their turret. They think it's the safe haven or whatever, but you can use that to your advantage. And also, if you're Ninja, you throw your little Hot Wheel rings, whatever he does, and it'll bounce around. So you can use that to your advantage, using that turret. So yeah, also don't stand near minions. That goes for fighting most gods, mainly mages, because mages, they're gonna try to get the both worlds. They're gonna try to damage you and damage the minions, or clear the minions all at the same time. So if you stand near minions at any given point, they're gonna use that advantage. Just take advantage of that whole situation. So don't stand near minions, especially if you're fighting Quang. You're just gonna have a very bad time, because Vulcan, he probably set his turret somewhere on the side or whatever, and then he's gonna use his one to clear it, and then or just throw his meatball in. You're gonna get splashed around. So let's see. I think it pretty much covers everything. Ages don't get around minions. But yeah, I mean, just try to, if you're an assassin, try to keep an eye out on when he uses abilities, because his 3, if you wait till after he uses his 3, you have a good amount of time for jump in and attack. But yeah, I think that covers pretty much anything. If anybody has any more questions about Vulcan, you can let me know in the comment section below, or any other recommendations or whatever, you can let me know. So see you guys next time. Peace.